Welcome to Hardheaded Podcast. What does a mediocre outdoorsman,
3-shooting Cajun,
and an actual outdoorsman
have to say about what's going on in the world? Join us and find out.
in 3, 2,
kick it!
all right. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Hardheaded. I'm your host, Matt Amos. With me today, Chet Sears, Troy Trussell. We're going to hear what's on Chet's mind. Top 3 gifts for your sweetheart. And Troy's going to end it with a good word. Let's kick it off on this week before Valentine's Day.
So, have you guys ever heard of the 5 love languages?
Yes.
Yes.
It's actually 5 languages of love, but yeah.
No, it's the 5 love languages.
You're the pro.
There's another book, The 5 Languages of Appreciation in the Workplace, by the same author.
I've never heard that.
But this is the 5 love languages.
Okay.
Written by Gary Chapman back in 92 when you were a baby.
I was 12.
Dude, I was in high school.
I was
Yeah.
13, 14.
Probably 14.
You guys are so young. Anyway, I was introduced to this book as a requirement to read in premarital counseling. And it's stuck with me for the 20 some odd years that I've been married. Actually use this, like I mentioned, through the 5 languages of appreciation in the workplace, in managing people at work as well. But the premise is Chapman is a counselor and a pastor and now an author. And he found, as he was counseling couples, that over and over and over again, somebody was saying that I don't feel loved. And the person that they were married to was saying, I've done all these things to show them love. How can they say that they don't feel loved? That makes me mad. And so he started noticing a trend on the language. Like some people, I'm trying to show that I love someone by spending time with them. And if that's not the language that the person that you're spending time with speaks from a love perspective, then they don't feel that you're loving them because you're doing something in a language they don't understand. And so he kind of narrowed it down to 5 different languages that people speak love: words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. So if receiving gifts is your primary love language, you would typically demonstrate your love to your loved one by giving gifts.
Right. In your language that you...
That's my language, so that's how I speak. And then if you're giving these gifts to someone who is quality time, then they don't feel like they're being shown love, right? So you need to learn what the love language is of the people that you love and then communicate love to them in the way that their language is. Does that make sense, Matt? Are you?
I'm tracking.
You're tracking with me? Okay. So, words of affirmation is about expressing affection through spoken word, praise, appreciation. When this is someone's primary love language, they enjoy kind words and encouragement, uplifting quotes, love notes, cute text messages. Matt, I'm sure you send those all the time. You can make this person.
I'm the text master, Chet.
You can make cute ones.
Emojis.
I don't make cute ones.
Well, I said cute text messages.
Emojis, man. Just use emojis.
I don't even
You
know.
can make
I don't use
a
emojis.
words of affirmation person's day by complimenting them or pointing out what they do well. And a lot of people are in the words of affirmation category, by the way.
Oh, my wife is.
Number 2, quality time. Someone with this love language wants undivided attention. They feel loved if you are present and focused on them when you are together. This means putting down the phone, Matt, and turning off the computer, Troy, and making eye contact, actively listening. People with this love language are looking for quality over quantity. So quality time. Any questions?
Stop looking at me.
Quality over quantity, man.
Physical touch.
Remember that movie?
No.
What?
You sounded like
Dazed and Confused?
You sounded like Owen Wilson.
Oh, well, he's not in that movie. But
No, but his friends are.
some of his friends are.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's a great movie.
it's hilarious.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
Okay. Soundtrack's awesome.
Very good.
Okay. Physical touch. A person with physical touch is their primary love languages. Feels love through physical affection. Quit looking at me, Matt. Aside from sex, they feel loved when their partner holds their hand, touches their arm, or gives them a massage at the end of the day. For example, this
Definitely not
person's
mine.
idea
Don't
of a
touch me.
perfect date might include cuddling on the couch with a glass of wine and a good movie. They simply want to be close to their partner physically. There you go. That's not you?
Oh, I'm definitely not touch.
Every time
Not a cuddler.
I when I picture, just randomly on a weekend, like wonder what Matt's doing. I bet he's cuddled up on the sofa with a glass of wine. That's what I think about. That's
No.
not it. Acts of service. Acts of service are nice things you do for your partner that make them feel loved and appreciated, such as helping with the dishes, running errands, vacuuming, putting gas in the car. If your partner's main love language is acts of service, they'll notice and appreciate little things you do for them. They tend to perform acts of service and kindness for others too. This one, I've seen this backfire. Like trying to do things around the house for someone who doesn't speak acts of service may think that you're trying to demonstrate that they don't do good job around the house.
Oh yeah. They take offense to it.
Like my mom, if I were to just pop into the kitchen and start doing dishes, like over to visit or anything like that, why do you think my kitchen's filthy? Like, why are you doing? That wasn't her love language, and she was almost offended that I was in a way saying she doesn't keep the house well. So you got to be careful on these, because I may have been trying to show her that I love her by doing some of the work, and it may be backfiring in some cases. Number 5.
Dude, I think that's my love language.
Acts of service.
Yeah, because when I come home and everything's clean and I don't have to do it,
Yeah.
man, I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your love tank is full.
It's full, baby.
That fills up. It fills it up. Fills up the love tank.
Yeah, but if I got to come home and I see the dishes and I got to do them
Yeah.
because it needs to be clean,
Right.
then it's like tank empty, man.
Oh man. I don't know what to tell you because you've got 5 kids at home, and it's probably pretty hard for anybody to keep up with.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. Or your love tank is empty.
They're being trained though, so
Okay.
it'll get better.
Number 5, receiving gifts. For someone who uses and responds to this love language, gift giving indicates love and affection. They treasure not only the gift itself, but also the time and effort the gift giver put into it. People who enjoy receiving gifts as part of their primary love language do not necessarily expect large or expensive presents. It's more of the effort and thoughtfulness behind the gift that counts. When you take the time to pick out specifically for them a gift, it tells them you really know them. People with this love language can often remember every little gift they have ever received from their loved ones because it makes such an impact on them. This one's not high on the population, by the way.
That was my Aunt Charlotte.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She definitely thought about, she put a lot of thought into
Every
everything that she
gift
bought
that she
somebody.
bought, yeah.
And she still did not do a good job of getting good gifts. She thought about it for a long time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. And she had a way of insulting you while she did something. Like or while she bought you a gift. I got a shirt from her, a knockabout shirt. It was beautiful. It had elastic cuffs on the sleeves and the waist, but it was a polo. And it's just a little knockabout shirt. And Chet, when I asked Ashley what size shirt you wear, she said 2X. And I just knew they don't sell shirts that big in Jackson, Tennessee. But I asked somebody at Kohl's and they did. I couldn't believe they had shirts this big. Thank you for that kind gift, Aunt Charlotte. I'm such a freak of nature that I wear 2X.
And for the commentary that went along with it. Thank you.
She's adorable. Anyway, so it's really, I think this is very valuable information because you may be spinning your wheels or going and trying so hard to communicate love to your your special sweetheart, and if you're not speaking the language that they're receiving, you're not getting through, and it may frustrate you. It could cause fraction. You never know. A fracture in not a fraction, a fracture in the relationship, and you typically try harder and double down, and it doesn't. It's even less effective. So, it's a great book, The 5 Love Languages, Gary Chapman. I highly recommend it. It's endorsed by me
and me.
2/3 of the Hardheaded podcast endorsed this.
Never read it.
Endorsed this book.
It's really good.
But it's fascinating.
I mean, it can help you with other people too, not just your partner.
Oh yeah,
Your
yeah,
spouse.
absolutely.
Yeah. So
that's what I have to say about that. You're ordering one right now. Good for you, man. You should do that. I'll be looking forward to hearing more words of affirmation from you going forward, Matt.
No, is that your language?
No, it's not.
Okay.
what's yours?
Huh?
What's your love language?
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
Huh? Well,
Physical touch.
yes, it is.
We definitely need to make sure that we show Chet all the love.
You don't need to show me anything. All right.
Yeah, it gives me the heebie-jeebies just even trying to touch
What you got, man? What you got next?
See? Definitely not me.
Let me rub on that shoulder.
What?
I think we ought to take a break.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should take a
Yeah,
break.
you're a little distracted
Oh,
right now.
I'm hosting. That's right. Yeah, we're going to take a break. When we come back, top 3 gifts for your sweetheart. At Admiral's Pennant, our mission is to offer the latest and refined, high-quality masculine products and services to the modern gentleman, as well as provide him with the tools and products necessary to look, act, and feel confident in his appearance and social interactions. Check it out at admiralspennant.com. Without it, you might as well shave. And we're back.
And we're back.
Top 3 gifts for your sweetheart. Troy, what do you got?
Number 3, a fine dining experience.
At home? At home? Are you cooking?
No, it wouldn't be fine dining in my living room.
Well,
I mean, I could
better to
probably
eat in the dining room, but yeah.
I could make a fine dining meal at home.
Yeah.
But no, not with 5 kids.
You cook a steak as good as any restaurant.
Well, yeah, but we
Yeah.
can get the heck out of there, away from the kids. Number 2, jewelry. My wife doesn't really wear jewelry much. This past Christmas, she came home with this little box. Had a bow on the top of it.
Yeah.
It was just one of those that you open up. You didn't have to unwrap it, you know. Mm-hmm. She's like, "Here, you bought me a Christmas present." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we're doing that this year."
Yeah.
Okay, great. What did I buy you? I opened it up. This little diamond necklace, cross. It had a cross with diamonds in it. And I was like, "This is fantastic. I'll put it under the tree for you." Or
Yeah. And I'll
whatever.
go shopping for my Christmas present that you're going to give me.
Right. And yeah, but for years, like we've been married 14 years and we hadn't done big gifts. I think we did it the first year, and then we decided, yeah, we were really broke back then anyway. So it was just like smart, you know. But now she's coming around. She's like, "We ought to do gifts more."
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah.
You know, looks like this might be the first Valentine's Day ever that I buy her something.
There you go.
Blow her socks off.
BlueNile.com. It's telling you right now.
I know. It's where you got your engagement ring.
And everything since then.
Everything since then. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1, chocolate.
Chocolat.
These are all from my experience because these are the 3 things my wife likes. So chocolate is her number 1. And she loves the flake bar. You know what a flake bar is?
Never heard of it.
It's a flake bar. It's made
Oh, you brought that up before.
Yeah, it's made in the UK. You can get it now here in the States at World Market or one of those places.
Yeah.
Or what's that other place?
Send me a picture of the package. I'm in the
It's LSU colors.
purple and gold.
Purple and gold.
Okay.
It's fantastic. Or it used to be. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye out. There's always always candy in the duty-free shop and all the international airports I go through.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's my 3.
Good deal. I'll go.
Go ahead.
What a host.
So number 3, jewelry.
Jewelry.
Hey, BlueNile.com, man.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something here. So the budget conscious, so you don't have to do diamonds, although they're a girl's best friend.
Girl's best friend.
But you can do, and this is where it gets kind of neat, like a sterling silver thing that's engravable. So if you got kids, a bracelet with, you do your oldest kid's name on the first one, and the next time there's they get a little tag with their name on it, and then the next gift giving event, you do the second oldest kid's names engraved in the next piece to the add to the bracelet.
Yeah.
So and you do, if it's silver, you're not asking for too much from a money perspective, but it's got value. Shows your love for your children or whatever else. If you have a sweetheart that doesn't have kids, jewelry. Number 2, a clean house. Man, buying an annual maid service as a gift, dude.
Is that Ashley's love language?
We haven't done it in years. When our kids got older and they could do like certain chores around the house, we kind of backed off of that.
Well, I remember you used to buy it for every Christmas.
It was Mother's Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Valentine's Day still just a good enough time as any.
Oh, yeah.
To do, and ours, it wasn't like it was I think it was twice a month when we had it. Number 1, a trip, a getaway. It doesn't have to be far, but like disconnecting, getting out of town, a couple hours away, or if you can find a cheap ticket, get on an airplane and go somewhere and just get away. And you end up, hotel, couple meals out, come right back. Just a weekend. It works out just fine.
Yeah.
That's my
Good.
top 3.
Matt, what do you got?
Number 3, nothing. Valentine's Day is a trumped up holiday manufactured to get you to spend money.
I completely 100% agree.
So, any other time,
What 3 good gifts any time?
these would be acceptable with the exception of this next weekend. All right.
Now we got that out of the way.
All right. Number 3, go on a trip, get away, short weekend, whatever. Go to the cabin. I know Ashley doesn't like to go up to your hunting cabin.
Dude.
She
She's
she
been.
does now.
She's been.
Maybe. She said she would come back.
Yes, and she actually brought it up another time.
She's speaking your love language.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Quality
She doesn't
time.
listen, so it's okay.
Quality time.
I didn't enjoy it. I was on edge the whole time, making sure that everything was just right for her. I was just like, not as fun as I thought it would be.
All right. Hey, time for you to go, babe.
Anyway.
Have a safe trip. Call me when you get home.
Yeah, it's one of those. You get what you ask for.
Yeah. Number 2, tickets to a show, tickets to an event, whatever. And then number 1, dinner. Nice dinner. Mm-hmm. Always a winner.
Yeah, I love it.
I prefer, if it's something like that, I prefer to make it like, I've done like for Christmas anyway, I've made a menu.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, here's appetizer, dessert.
Oh yeah. I remember you.
I
doing
printed that at your house.
Yeah.
Do a nice menu and say, here, here's what, whatever for tonight, and kind of do it that way. And
Yeah.
that's always kind of fun, but never
On Valentine's Day.
on Valentine's Day. That's my
I like
top
it.
3.
I like it. Very good.
Troy, you got a good word for us?
Yeah,
I
Troy,
do.
bring us a
I
good
do.
word. Say something.
Oh, man. The good word is love.
I thought I had the good word, so I was bringing up my notes. I completely forgot.
All right, let's hear 2 good words.
I'll save mine.
I got the good word is love. And if you've ever been to Sunday school or a wedding, you've heard 1 Corinthians 13.
Love. True love.
That's not.
Oh, I'm
that's not
sorry.
scripture. That's
Love is patient.
Love is patient, love is kind. But it starts out, if I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith, even all faith, so as to remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give away all that I have, and if I deliver up my body to be burned, but have not love, I gain nothing.
It's pretty powerful.
And so thinking about this, who is love? Like, what is love?
God is love.
God is love. So if you don't have God, anything that you do, whether it be good for someone else, good for you, anything that you do, if without having the right mindset and doing it for the right reasons, you're just a detestable sound and nothing more than that. So, do everything that you do it in love.
Even celebrate trumped up holidays.
Yeah.
No.
Do it with love.
Or protest in love.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, that's all I got.
All right.
Appreciate you joining us. We'll catch you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Hardheaded Podcast. Don't forget to share this podcast with others to help us get the word out.
Also, if you haven't yet, please rate and review the show. This helps our podcast show up in other people's suggested shows that may or may not have listened to us before.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.